this challenge, I'll explore the Set Effect block. I'll go to Looks, Set Effect, look at Help for it, Help block, click on it. Set Effect sets a graphic effect of the sprite. There are 7 effect values to explore. Effect values mostly range between -100 and 100. One effect is only from 0 to 100, and some effects range beyond these values too. I'll close the Help window. The slider on a variable's monitor can be very handy for trying many values, so I'll create a variable slider. Go to Data, make a variable, call it Slider, OK for all sprites. I'll move the monitor to the bottom of the stage. Double-click on it twice. Now I have a slider, and I can change variable's value from 0 up to 100. But I need to cover a range of about 200 values from -100 to 100. I'll save slider, go to Operators, get Multiply, times 2. I'll multiply slider times 2. The value of this expression goes from 0 to 200, but I want it to go from -100 to 100, so I'll subtract 100. Subtract. I want to subtract 100 from slider times 2. I could use this expression's value in a set effect block, but it'll be helpful if I show the effect's value, so I'll make one more variable. I'll go to Data, make a variable, call it effect value. For all sprites, OK. I'll move the effect value on the stage. I'll get set effect value, set it to the value of this expression, and use effect value in the set effect block. Now as the slider value changes, the effect value will change, and so will the set effect. Slider goes from 0 to 100. When slider is 0, the effect value will be -100. When slider is 50, the effect value will be 0. And when slider is 100, the effect value will be 100. I need a loop to keep setting the effect as the variable values change. I'll go to Control, Forever. I should initialize slider and effect value. Set, and set. Set slider to 0. Effect value will be initialized to 0. It's not necessary, but it's a good habit to always initialize variables. I want this to run when the green flag is clicked. Now when the green flag is clicked, the variables are initialized to 0. Effect value is set to slider times 2 minus 100, and set color effect is set to the effect value. The loop will repeatedly calculate effect value and set the effect. I'll run the program now, click on the green flag. The slider value is 0, effect value is at the bottom of the range, -100, and the cat's blue. When the effect value changes to around 0, the cat's back to its regular color. And up to 100, it's back to blue again. I can see the effect change quickly as I change the slider. What happens beyond the ends of sliders range 0 and 100? I'll use the keyboard's up and down arrows to tell my program to raise and lower the slider value so I can get values beyond the range of 0 and 100. I'll stop the program. When the key is pressed, I'll use the up arrow. When the up arrow is pressed, Data, I want to change slider by 1. I'll do a similar thing for down arrow, duplicate, down arrow, but I want to change slider by -1. Now as the program runs, if the up arrow or down arrow are pressed, slider will be changed by a +1 or a -1. Up arrow will increase slider's value, down arrow will decrease slider's value. The program's ready to run. I'll click on the green flag. I'll look at the color changes again at 0, around 50 is his normal color, and around 100 is back at blue again. Back at 50, and back to 0. I'll press the down arrow, slider's value changes more and more negative, and the cat color changes from blue, green, yellow, and brown. Slider's value is -50. Go up to 100 and try the up arrow key, blue, purple, maroon, red, and brown. The color keeps cycling through the spectrum as the values change. What about the other effects? I'll stop and try another effect. I'll try brightness. I'll run it. An effect value of minus 100 has the cat black. I'll change the slider. An effect value of about 0 has the cat at its normal brightness. And an effect value of 100 has the cat brightened to white. Back to around 50, the cat's back to its normal brightness. And back to 0, it's completely dark. I'll press the down arrow. No change. Still black. I'll go back up to the other end of the range at 100. Press the up arrow. No change. Still white. Brightness has a range only from minus 100 up to 100. I'll stop it and try one more effect. I'll get Ghost. I'll run it. Effect values at minus 100. I'll try 0. No change in the sprite's appearance. I'll go up to 100. Now the cat is fading, and gone. Go back to an effect value of about 0. Cat's back to its normal appearance. Smaller values don't have any effect. I'll try some down arrows. Don't see any change. Get effect value back up to 100. Try some up arrows. No change. Ghost has a small range between 0 and 100. I'll stop the program now. I'm finished with this challenge. I hope you'll play with the program and get comfortable with the different effects, the variables, and the slider. Be sure you understand that the expression of slider times 2 minus 100 gives the right range, and also understand how the arrow key handlers properly change the slider value. Try changing the program. Try the other effects. See what they do and what their value ranges are. Try changing the expression to cover a larger range of values rather than only between minus 100 and 100. But above all, have fun with the program.